and actually did MMA. They're two different things. I didn't.
Kind of in the same building.
If anybody's seen my MMA fight, Bill, I don't know if you've seen that or not, but it did not go well.
I bet he doesn't do as good at acupuncture as my acupuncturist.
Greg Taylor, who I'm trying to get on this show, but he doesn't quite understand why we want him on.
Why does he spell it with 2 G's? Is that correct spelling?
Is he?
Mr. Merriman, you're responsible for that.
That's the way he spelled it on his form.
Okay.
So we have to make sure it's correct on this ballot.
We equally abuse everybody. Okay,
now,
go ahead.
Who is Greg Taylor?
I do not know.
Yeah.
Is he just another
I don't
Barb
purport
Shirley?
to know all these people. So.
Okay. Well, Marie D. Johnson.
Marie is a ex-U.S. vet, and she is a local organizer. She organized a voter registration drive last fall down at Grand Avenue Methodist Church. She also was the chief organizer of the North Salina meeting.
Well, then she'll be able to organize everybody to go for her. So that's actually a pretty good position to be running for.
Actually, I think she's having a fundraising event this afternoon. So,
and of course, I know the next name. Aaron Householder.
Oh, he's a shoe-in. All right, we don't even need
Mr. Soul Preacher himself.
He's Mr. Incumbent, right?
No, he's not.
No, wait a minute. He's on the.
None of these people are incumbents other than Mr. Perney, who
he's been in the past.
He's not a current commissioner.
Correct. None of these are incumbents.
Absolutely not.
How many are getting the axe or quitting or saying to hell with this?
3 are no longer running,
and will forever get out of politics and in shame and disgrace.
I wouldn't go that far. They all have private. They all have private business. They're going to continue with that. Lucy Larson has a travel business, travel agent, of course, and Aaron Peck works for Solomon Corporation now. And let's see who else is going off. We have Norm Jennings.
No, he's still on.
Samantha Angel's still on.
We like Norm Jennings. He did my cable show back in the day when I had one.
Recently, Tom Artke, who was on the commission, was elected in place of Dina Horst at the 69th. And
but
so
look at that! It's like a king thing where they move up. Or something.
but back to Aaron Householder.
Yes,
and that's correct spelling, 2 A's.
Yes,
just like Elvis. Elvis, never mind.
What?
Now he serves on something like
I believe it's the city planning.
That's it. That's it. And
are we ever going to get a Best Buy?
And I've seen him. I've seen him on those meetings. I've seen him on those meetings shake his finger. Give us a sample. Yeah. Not quite that mean, but yeah.
Not quite that mean?
But yeah, okay.
Well, that's
he's a good finger shaker.
He's
all
a
right.
finger shaker.
K.J. Crawford. Is that who they named the street after? No, okay.
Well, she's advertising that way, but I don't.
Oh, okay. Crawford on Crawford.
Hey, you got to run with your strength. So.
I saw a yard sign of hers on Crawford today. So there you go. She recently has worked for the city of Salina. Recently retired with the, I believe it was the Fair Housing Department there in the city.
Oh, really? And so she got out.
I believe it's called Human Relations. It was a better term, probably.
Was that the Ann Rollins Johnson thing?
No.
Okay,
good.
Good.
Not with that. That was.
We won't connect her with that.
Right.
So you're sure of that spelling? K-A-Y-E.
That's correct.
Because you probably sign her checks, or somebody does.
Well, she doesn't work for the city anymore.
Okay,
she's like I said, she's retired.
But she didn't get fired.
Oh, absolutely not.
Good. She
went out
girl.
in good standing. That's correct.
Good.
Yes.
And you had worked for her or with her?
No, I
or
worked
something?
with her. Mm-hmm.
It's not like
we happen to be both Democrats, so I've met up with her in the Democratic Party.
Oh,
process.
So it's not like she walks into your office like most people and slam their fists on the table. Okay,
no.
She's civil.
She's very civil.
Okay,
person.
we might have to interview her.
Maybe.
Most,
we can get her to come here.
Most
we
women
can go to
hate
her.
you, but okay, all right.
Well, if you do that with her, you better plan on 17 more, man.
I would like to, but I can tell you about
we'll rent
3 on this list
16
that will
more.
absolutely refuse to talk to me.
Okay, well.
Hey, if they don't want to
we'll give the opportunity.
If they don't want to show up, they don't want to show up.
Put out the offer.
Now, Abner Perney.
What's the R stand for?
Robert
Abner Perney.
He was on Didn't he like vote for the smoking ban and then quit? What was it? He had like a cannon or something the night that he quit. He's like, well, everybody always talks about my cannon, or they're always gonna fire a cannon, and he goes, I brought my cannon, or whatever, and then he voted and then he quit. I'm like, what? I don't know. He voted on something and then he quit. That's all I remember.
I don't remember that.
I don't recall that. No.
I don't remember that.
We'll have to check the. Maybe we can get someone like Bill Gritt or Bobby Potts to
go
down and get the archives access.
Abner Perney occasionally has been my, he opposed the ridiculous Magnolia interchange that we really didn't need and we still don't need really today, but we have. It's like we had 6 interstate interchanges and that was number 7 for a town of under 50,000, which the census confirms, don't they? But we're challenging that, aren't we?
Yeah, I don't know. Those official numbers are not out.
Yeah, but okay. All right. But
check the tweets.
The tweets?
The tweets. I just got a tweet.
Uh-oh. What do they want? Okay.
Well,
but okay,
Mr.
Perney, he speaks for himself. He's served before. People should know what he's all about.
Exactly.
All right.
Let's see. I do not want to butcher this guy's last name. So Bill
Cheka.
Cheka.
C-E-J-K-A. Bill Cheka.
Bill Cheka.
Formerly worked with the city in general services, is now retired from the city of Salina.
What do you do in general services?
Street department. They're part of the people that remove snow and generally do service work in city streets.
But that wouldn't
filling,
be like
patching.
But that wouldn't include like sanitation, the city sanitation or anything.
No, it does not. No.
All right. Cool. That's an important question. All right.
Exactly.
James A. Blackwell. He sounds like a banker.
Yeah. I
don't know.
I don't know.
Okay.
You don't know this gentleman?
I don't know this guy either. And
by the way, the Salina Journal yesterday did a really good job. We've got bios on all 17 of these people.
Oh, really?
Yesterday, Saturday's paper has pictures of everybody and bios, and then they answered half a dozen or 7 questions.
My Saturday paper is still sitting in its orange bag.
You better dig it out.
You better dig it out.
But we've got good bios in there. You see, we do our own reporting, and we like to get the dirt on these people.
Exactly.
So that's why we have you here. No.
Okay, here we go.
And you're not budging. Okay.
Here we go.
Barb Shirley.
Barb Shirley.
Media exclusive himself or herself. She is a bartender at, what is it, Tony Dong's?
The Martinelli's.
She's actually assistant manager down there at Martinelli's.
That's what they call bartenders. Okay.
Well, she does do some of that too. Yeah.
Okay.
She was on the Salina Chamber of Commerce Travel and Tourism Committee. She is Salina Downtown Incorporated Board of Directors, the Tammy Walker Breast Cancer Awareness Committee volunteer with United Way. She was a delegate to the 1st Congressional District for the Kansas Democratic Party.
Here, you're giving her too much credibility.
Yeah.
Here. But she was narrowly defeated just this November for county commission.
Narrowly defeated.
I mean, that was our closest race.
412 votes to be exact.
And that was, I think, our closest race here in the...
50. I always remind Commissioner Duncan it's 55 to 45%. 412 votes. And I get along very well with the county commission, but I always like to rib them just a little.
That's great. Now,
okay.
Jennifer Bonilla
Baker.
Mm-hmm.
She's part of the
Planning Commission. She was board of directors for the Salina Area United Way, Truancy Board, Salina something secretary and treasurer for Kansas LULAC.
LULAC,
that's it.
Yeah.
I don't pretend to be a broadcast journalist. I leave that to Bill Gritt and Bobby Potts.
Right, yeah.
Now,
she also ran the last time for City Commission, unsuccessfully, but she did run in the last campaign.
Of course, we get to our favorite one. Ross.
You name it, and I will describe it.
Tracy Sin.
Boy, you got that sin part right. Okay. Mr. Advocate of certain kinds of activity in public parks. No, he's appearing on Community Access TV on that food show, but it has no audio for some reason. I don't know why, but they keep airing it.
Now, I don't really know what he does.
I think he's angry. He's angry over this, and he's running because he. And I'm saying this, Don, so you don't have to, because of the whole Hawthorne school thing. That's just terrible that they're selling that place and wanting to do something productive with it. You know, that's just bad. Is his attitude, I believe.
Well, the only thing that I know about Tracy is that he is a big-time Republican, and that he is a usher at the Steeple Theater. That's it. And then I know some other things, but Don is an elected city official. We won't talk about those while he's here. As far as, and we won't talk about it with Bill Gritt and Bobby Potts here either, because they're racing media. I don't know what that means. Then we got,
it means you better do it right.
Then we've got Jeff Haynes. Did I get that name right?
I believe so.
Haynes.
Okay. Jeff Haynes.
It's like the underwear, but with an E. I think.
Now, all of these people on this list, because we've still got like 3 or 4 left to get to, they're all still running.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Okay.
They're definitely on the ballot.
I didn't know.
You're looking at a sample ballot, actual sample ballot. There's 17 names on there.
I didn't know if there was, like, you know, a bunch that are like, well, I got on the ballot, and then I'm like, I'm done. And then they're just on, and you can't get them off.
Okay, let you know, filing deadline was January 25th at noon. That was the deadline to drop out, too. So, you know, even if one or two of these people decide, I don't want to do this anymore, you see the printed ballot.
They're stuck.
They're printed on the ballot. They're on the voting machines as we speak. So.
Yeah.
Even if one should, God forbid, die, they'll still be on the ballot.
They're going to be on the ballot because the ballots are printed. We're actually actively voting now and voting on the machines in my office right now.
Now, I am correct in assuming that those who have felonies on their record cannot vote in this election.
Correct.
But they can run. Can't they?
Not legally. If they're still
they can run for president.
Yeah, if they're still set with a felony,
Don's not caring about the president.
They're not supposed to be a registered voter. If they've lost their vote, if they've lost their civil rights,
right,
they lose their voting rights and registration rights. So we get lists.
You mean
regularly?
You have to be registered to vote to be on the ballot. Then.
Oh, definitely. So all these people are registered. You notice, by the way, that there's no parties on this ballot. This is a non-partisan election.
Well, we're going to find out where they're.
Now Jeff Haynes is a supervisor housekeeping services for Kansas Wesleyan University.
Okay.
So that's what his thing is. Now, Stacy Ulrich.
Ulrich.
I don't know if I got that right.
I believe she's with St. Francis.
Yes.
That's the boys' home?
Well, it's the community services. I believe she operates.
No, okay, yeah, you're
office
right.
Building over here on Elm Street.
And then we've got John P. Miller, who is a self-employed owner of Miller's Market and Paul Miller Wholesale Fireworks, and he is a Vietnam veteran, which means he's a good guy, which means that he probably will not get elected because he's a good guy.
Back when they were making the overpass, one of his properties, they had to take it as eminent domain, and he didn't pay taxes on it for years, so it just kind of, the money for it went to the state.
Where are you getting this?
I know this.
What are you doing?
And he's correct at that, too.
Well, and I will equally say, like Monty Shadwick, hell, he wouldn't pay his taxes on the damn Paramount when he had them, but whatever. Okay. That's old news.
You digress.
But we digress.
Donald K.
Whitman.
Not to be confused with his cousin Walt. Now, he is a retired small engine mechanic.
And a very good mechanic, I have to say.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
You've used him?
Oh, yes.
So you can endorse
You've used him.
As a mechanic. As a mechanic.
right.